Jennifer Aniston has finally gone Instagram official with her new boyfriend, and fans can't stop talking about it. On November 2, the beloved Friends actress shared a tender black and white photo with Hollywood hypnotist and love guru Jim Curtis, confirming months of speculation about their romance. The picture captured a simple yet deeply intimate moment. Aniston standing behind Curtis, her arms wrapped gently around him as he smiled. Their hands were slightly intertwined, a subtle but powerful symbol of affection and connection. She captioned the post, "Happy birthday, my love. Cherished." It wasn't just a birthday greeting. It was Jennifer's quiet declaration of love. Within minutes, the comment section exploded with excitement. Fans and celebrities flooded the post with messages of joy, heart emojis, and supportive words. Amy Schumer called them a beautiful couple, Olivia Munn and Leslie Mann simply dropped hearts, and countless fans wrote about how happy they were to see Jennifer glowing and in love. One fan captured the general sentiment perfectly. "This version of you is my favorite. Healthy, happy, successful, and in love. You really deserve this, Jen." For years, Jennifer Aniston has been one of Hollywood's most loved and most scrutinized figures. Her personal life, especially her romantic relationships, has always drawn massive public attention. From her high-profile marriage to Brad Pitt to her quieter relationship with Justin Theroux, Aniston's love life has often been dissected and sensationalized, but this time feels different. This isn't a Hollywood spectacle or a PR stunt. It feels intimate, grounded, and authentic. Jim Curtis isn't another Hollywood A-lister. He's a transformational coach, author, and hypnotherapist who has built a career helping people find peace, purpose, and self-love. And from what we've seen, that same philosophy seems to have found its way into Jennifer's life. Curtis, who recently turned 50, describes himself as a wellness advocate and life coach, focused on helping people step into the fullest version of themselves. He's written books, hosted seminars, and even survived severe health challenges that reshaped how he sees life. That background gives him a calm, centered energy, something Jennifer has openly said she values deeply. He's been working in the wellness field for more than 2 decades and has been open about his own journey toward gratitude, health, and healing. In one of his newsletters, he wrote about how he found joy and magic after years of pain and self-doubt, explaining that sometimes it just takes one decision to change your life completely. When you look at Jennifer's latest photo, it's hard not to feel that same energy radiating from both of them. Their story reportedly began as a friendship. Sources close to the couple revealed that they were introduced through mutual friends earlier this year. Jennifer was already familiar with Curtis's work. She had read his books and was drawn to his philosophy. Their connection grew naturally from there. Over the summer, they were spotted vacationing together in Mallorca, Spain, alongside Jason Bateman and his wife, Amanda Anka. That trip was the spark that set off dating rumors, but both kept things private for months. When Jennifer attended the premiere of the morning show, Season 3, Jim was there quietly supporting her from the sidelines, staying out of the spotlight but very much present. This public confirmation now feels like the culmination of something deeper. Not a whirlwind Hollywood romance, but a partnership built on trust and mutual understanding. A source told People earlier this year that Jim has helped Jennifer slow down. For decades, she's been known as one of the hardest working women in show business, constantly juggling projects, interviews, and the pressure of being an icon. But Curtis seems to bring a sense of calm to her world. He supports her in a way that feels new, one insider said. He appreciates everything she's built and reminds her to be gentle with herself. Fans online have been quick to point out that this relationship seems to reflect Jennifer's long journey towards self-acceptance and healing. In interviews, she's been honest about how her parents' messy divorce affected her perception of love and how hard it has been for her to find balance in relationships. In 2023, she told WSJ magazine that relationships were often difficult because she had learned to be alone from a young age. Sometimes it felt easier to stay single than risk losing herself. That confession made many fans empathize with her on a deeper level. After years of heartbreak, speculation, and tabloid narratives painting her as unlucky in love, it's powerful to see her radiating happiness on her own terms. And it's not just love, it's healing. Jennifer has also been open about her struggles with infertility. She spent 2 decades trying to have children, undergoing IVF treatments and exploring every possibility, only to later accept that motherhood, at least biologically, might not be part of her story. In interviews, she's made peace with that part of her life, explaining that while the process was painful, she has 0 regrets. That level of acceptance, combined with the calm confidence she now exudes, seems to align perfectly with Curtis's own philosophy about embracing the present and living authentically. In many ways, this relationship feels like a natural extension of that growth. There's something poetic about it. An actress who's spent her life in the public eye, finally finding someone who helps her turn inward, slow down, and just be. She's not chasing a fantasy or trying to live up to Hollywood's expectations. She's simply enjoying life. Yoga, meditation, good friends, dogs, and apparently a man who makes her laugh. When you look at that photo, Jennifer holding Jim from behind, both smiling, it's easy to sense the difference. There's no performance here, no glossy magazine cover energy, it's unfiltered happiness. The caption, "Happy birthday, my love, cherished," feels like a quiet announcement that she's found peace. And honestly, for fans who have watched her for decades, that's incredibly moving. This moment also says a lot about how public figures are redefining the way they share personal milestones. For years, celebrities have curated soft launches and cryptic teases before revealing relationships. Jennifer, who's usually extremely private, took a different route. First, she shared a few subtle summer photos, one of them showing the back of a man's head on the beach. Fans suspected it was Curtis, but couldn't be sure. Then, months later, she posted this birthday tribute. No press release, no red carpet debut, just one post that said everything without saying much at all. Jim Curtis himself has also been vocal about his perspective on love. In a recent Q&A session, a fan asked him how to find love at 42. His answer was beautifully simple. The same way you do at 22 or 32, but with more confidence, experience, and authenticity. He emphasized that life isn't over at any age, reminding people that self-love comes first. When you truly love yourself, you naturally attract more love into your life, he said. That philosophy clearly resonates with Jennifer, who has spent much of her public life advocating for self-acceptance and authenticity. For those who have followed Jennifer's career, this feels like a well-deserved chapter of calm after years of chaos. From the endless tabloid headlines about her relationships to the cruel speculation about her motherhood journey, she's endured it all with grace. And now, instead of giving the media something to gossip about, she's simply giving fans a glimpse into genuine happiness. It's not performative, it's human. Of course, some people are already overanalyzing every detail, the choice of black and white, the intertwined hands, the timing of the post. But that's part of the culture she's lived in her whole career. What's refreshing is how little it seems to bother her now. She's no longer trying to control the narrative, she's just living her truth. Jem and Jennifer were also seen enjoying casual dinners with friends like Jason Bateman and Courtney Cox, and they've been spotted walking dogs together in Malibu. Those who've seen them describe them as inseparable, but in a comfortable, easy way. Not the wild paparazzi-fueled romance of Hollywood past, but something grounded, two mature people who enjoy each other's company and respect each other's individuality. For Aniston, who once said that relationships were always a little bit difficult because of how independent she became, this new chapter feels like balance. Jim doesn't compete with her spotlight. He seems to provide space for her to shine without pressure. It's as if she's found someone who complements her, not completes her. That's an important distinction, especially for someone who spent decades being portrayed as a woman waiting to be completed. What's particularly touching is that this relationship comes at a time when Jennifer seems more self-assured than ever. Her role in the morning show continues to earn her praise and awards. She maintains close friendships with her longtime circle, and she's using her platform to promote wellness, positivity, and transparency about aging and self-worth. She's 56, thriving, and proving that happiness doesn't have an expiration date. The internet reaction has been overwhelmingly positive. Fans saying, "You're glowing, this made my week, you deserve this happiness," and "Seeing you this happy makes me cry." It's almost as if the collective audience that grown up watching her as Rachel Green is now collectively cheering for Jennifer Aniston, the woman. The tone isn't gossip, it's celebration. It's also worth noting how well Jim seems to fit into her world without overtaking it. He's confident but low-key, successful in his own field but not chasing fame. He reportedly admires Jennifer's work ethic and her compassion, and even shares her love of dogs and wellness routines. They meditate together, practice yoga, and enjoy quiet evenings rather than red carpet chaos. In short, they seem like two people who have seen enough of life's noise and finally found peace and simplicity. If you zoom out, this isn't just celebrity news. It's a reminder of how love evolves. In your 20s, love is often about fireworks and fantasy. By your 40s and 50s, it's about peace, connection, and presence. Jennifer's story reflects that perfectly. After everything she's been through, fame, heartbreak, scrutiny, healing, she's found something that looks beautifully ordinary. It's ironic, really. For someone who's lived half her life under the world's microscope, this quiet black and white Instagram photo might be her loudest statement yet. She's telling the world she's happy, she's loved, and she doesn't need to prove anything anymore. It's not a fairy tale ending, it's something better. Real life, lived fully, authentically, and joyfully. And maybe that's why people love her so much. Because behind the glamour, the movies, and the headlines, Jennifer Aniston remains relatable. Someone who's been through heartbreak and hope, who's worked on herself, and who continues to evolve. Seeing her post that simple, "Happy birthday, my love," isn't just about a new relationship. It's a reflection of growth, of courage, of embracing love again after everything. And that, in many ways, says it all.